Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Waiting. 58, come on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Wentz now on first down. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check 26, check 26. Count. Leo.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Wood. 53's the mark. 53, check 53.
Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And it looks Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on, X3, 218, chopper.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 3, check 3. Sunday.
To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Smith. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's fight 7. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Throw complete there. Rodgers. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Not 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 53. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hey, Delta. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Get it.
Off play action. Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 3rd down, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
For the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Two draw courses. Ready.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I smell fear in that offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Smith. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
We go! 30 base. Come on, D! Check, check. Protein spill. Kill, kill, kill. Gone, gone. Kill, kill, turn up. Where'd it go?
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Down. 8-3. Check 53's Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch. Topper, topper.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Bravo. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
From the gun, Eason. And he's going to be taken down down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Eason. He finds McKinnon. Complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check. 54. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Kill.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Great. Check three. 58 to Mike.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And Jeffrey's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And an Eagles first down.
Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Wentz. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, check 53. It's just worm
2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Smooth. He don't want it. Check.
From the gun, Eason. He's got Burton here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
36. Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And Woods has it complete. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Squeeze.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Get ready. Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Exit.
From the gun, Eason. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. 60 outlaw, 80 weapons. Here we go. Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, lock it.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Nigel Bradham brings him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox right. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. Down to lose one. Check 9. Look at me. Door. 5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Mike 53. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, switch gears. Get it.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on first down. Eason. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Hey, orbit. 53's right. Check, 53.
On 1st and 10. Eason. This is caught by Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, nice 7.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Defense.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, Charlie.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Now.
The final shot before break. Eason to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
2nd and 9 now. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. 36 yards on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
From the gun, Eason. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
go now. 10 Lobo.
Mike. All day, punk.
You draw Corkers. Hey, wahoo! Five.
Operating from the gun. Eason toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Sponge. No. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Mike's 54.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Get ready.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Down. 18 Gator.
53 is the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. I'm here all day.
On first down, Eason. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
first down. They run again. Here's Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set up, 30 base.
I'm coming.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Lead grip.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here we go. 8-3.
Watch 54.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Snap.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught by Montgomery. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
54.
I'm trying to collect. Let's go.
From the gun, Eason. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. J.J. Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Five.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now 3rd down.
Come on.
And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on 3rd down.
Let's go. Wide. Get wide.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Foles. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Slam.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Off the play fake. Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Foles. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Foles. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other. offense.
Here we go.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Got it.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On first down, Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Pull it high.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, McKinnon. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Check pass, check pass. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
2nd down, McKinnon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hey, Caden. Silver.
On play action, they'll throw. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Deeper. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to throw here. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
8 read. 6 right there. 56. Hey, keep it. Hey, get it.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Bring it.
Shoot.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.